Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to episode 6 of Fate's Alchemy podcast, where every story has a lesson and every lesson can change a life. I remain your host, Precious, and I remain your co-host, Rheana. Today's topic is the courage to start again. Sometimes life gives us moments that make us question whether we have the strength to begin again. But a new beginning can also be an opportunity to rebuild, grow, and become stronger. And that's exactly what we're talking about today. Finding the courage to start again, no matter what happened yesterday. So open your heart, stay with us, and let's have this conversation together. Let's begin. Rheana, I think one of the hardest things about starting again is the fear that comes with it. You can remember everything that went wrong the first time and wonder, what if I experience the same thing again? Absolutely. Sometimes the memory of failure can become louder than the hope of success. You remember the disappointment, the tears, the time you invested, and the plans that didn't work out. And because you don't want to feel that pain again, you convince yourself that it's safer not to try. But staying in the same place simply because we're afraid of what might happen can also prevent us from discovering what could happen. That's so true. Starting again doesn't mean we're pretending the past didn't happen. It means we're taking the lessons from the past and using them to make better decisions. And I want someone listening right now to understand something. A setback does not make you a failure. Exactly. We demand perfection from ourselves. Sometimes we are too hard on ourselves. We make one mistake and suddenly we start calling ourselves failures. We experience one disappointment and decide that we're not capable. But one difficult chapter doesn't define an entire life. Think about how many times you've already started again without realizing it. You learned to walk after falling. You learned something new by making mistakes. You picked yourself up after disappointments. You've already survived moments you once thought you couldn't survive. And that means there is strength inside you that you may not even recognize yet. I love that. Sometimes we look at starting over as going backward, but it isn't always going backward. Sometimes you're starting again from a much wiser place. Exactly. You're not the same person you were before. You have experience now. You know what worked, what didn't work, who supported you, what you learned, and what you need to do differently. So if you lost a job, that doesn't mean your career is over. If a business failed, that doesn't mean you can never build another one. If a dream didn't work out, that doesn't mean you should stop dreaming. And if someone walked away from your life, that doesn't mean your life has lost its value. Sometimes life changes direction, and we have to find the courage to walk into the next chapter. That's powerful. We spend so much time looking at what we lost that we sometimes fail to notice what could still be gained. And starting again doesn't require you to have everything figured out. You don't need the entire staircase, you just need the courage to take the first step. One step can become another. One small decision can change the direction of your life. So if you've been waiting for the perfect moment, don't wait forever. Start with what you have. Start where you are. Learn as you go. Please don't compare your new beginning with someone else's finished success. Their journey is not your journey. Exactly. You don't need to move at someone else's speed. Your progress is still progress, even when it feels slow. I also believe we need to stop being ashamed of starting over. There is nothing embarrassing about rebuilding your life. Absolutely. There is courage in saying, this didn't work, but I'm going to try again. There is strength in saying, I fell, but I'm getting back up. And there is hope in saying, my story isn't over. Your story isn't over. If you're listening and you're currently standing at the beginning of a new chapter, don't be afraid of the blank page. That blank page could become the most beautiful chapter of your life. You may not know exactly where this new beginning will take you, but you don't have to know everything today. Give yourself permission to learn, grow, make progress, and become the person you're meant to become. So take that first step. Believe again. Try again. Dream again. And most importantly, believe that your future can be better than your past. Because starting again isn't weakness. Sometimes it is the bravest thing you can do. If there's one thing we want you to take away from today's conversation, it's this. Starting again doesn't mean you failed. It means you refuse to let your past decide your future. Your past can teach you. Your mistakes can strengthen you. Your setbacks can redirect you. And your new beginning can lead you somewhere you never imagined. So don't give up on yourself. Your next chapter may still be waiting for you. Thank you for listening to episode 6 of Faith's Alchemy podcast. We hope today's conversation reminded you that it's never too late to begin again. If this episode inspired you, share it with someone who needs encouragement today. And don't forget to subscribe to Faith's Alchemy TV for more inspiring conversations and meaningful stories. Remember, every story has a lesson, and every lesson can change a life. Until next time, stay inspired. Goodbye and God bless you.